Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the All-Star content. That is right, the All-Star content, the mid-year guys are here. It has begun. The hype is time. MLB, the show, apart from finest, has begun. There are plenty of things to do. The weekend is jam-effing packed, and it starts today. So let's get in on this. All the rewards, all the bullshit, all the stuff we care about is going on right now. Be a grindy weekend, boys and girls. Let's get into it. My name is Specs, and if you like the stuff, leave a like, subscribe. All that fun stuff we will be doing. All the things. Let's get into all the shenanigans that happened today. But first, you gotta drink that Mountain Dew. All right. Starting from the top. Let's do it. First things first, take a look at the calendar. Did they add anything? We'll see in a second here. So today, content guide. Late night draft on the 13th. This is all on Sunday. 14th home run derby stuff late night, and then late night all-star program and conquest, and then the weekend classic starts on Wednesday. Why? Because they wanted Travis to do it. Because I don't know. Is it really that? It can't be over, right? 13 days. I don't know what the hell's going on. We're just starting shit early. Let's go to the shop because there's some stuff in there that we need to get. Number one. The All-Star Redeem Pack. Make sure you get this to get your voucher. Make sure you get this to claim who's going to win. Make sure you do that. There is an All-Star Bundle for $75K, which yields you an All-Star Pack Chase 18. I don't know what that pack is. And a bunch of cards that are in here. Let's start off with the 99 in the pack. We knew he was coming. It's Cattell, Mother effing Marte. 116, 125 against righties. 100, 104 against lefties. Good vision, good clutch. Can play second, short, and center field. Look at that. Next up, Pete Kerr Armstrong. He's finally starting to hit 101, 102 righties, 80, 85 lefties. Good speed, good defense. He's gonna be a monster. Tarek Skubal here as well. Tarek Skubal, 98 circle change, four seam, sinker, slider, knuckle curve. 102 on the stamina, 101 on the hit per nine, 100 on the walk per nine. Hit per nine's in the 90s. He's gross. He's a dirty, dirty lad. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know how we can show this stuff on YouTube. He's so gross. Francisco Lindor, 103, 106, 101, 65. Good defense. Decent enough. Really good card. I like the speed. He's here as well. Next up, Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby, 101, 90, 115, 70. Good speed, good defense. Disgusting. They cooked with this so far. I tell you what, Corbin, he's got a funky swing. Carroll, 95, 108, 88, 88 against lefties. Good speed, decent enough defense. He's a 97. Next up, I'll roll this I throw 100 and do weird things with my mom. Chapman, four seam, sinker, slider, splitter. 125 hit per nine, 110 K per nine. He's fairly cheap yet. I kind of figured. Next up, Manny Machado. Manny here, 120, 90, 102, 125 against righties and lefties, respectively, for the third baseman. Defense a little shaky, but not too bad. A lot of people like his swing. Next up, Hunter, don't stand too close to the plate. Brown, four-seam sinker, knuckle curve, circle change, and a slider. Very good numbers. Hit per nine's over 100. His K per nine and walk per nine are 90, 92, 94. Not too shabby for a guy you're going to see in base. Also, will I look like Bean Smith? Max contact. 89 and 106 power. Not too shabby for a good catcher that you're probably going to get a lot of. Next up, the now diamond in live series, Randy Rodriguez. Four-seam slider, sinker, circle change. 10-mile-an-hour speed on the thing. He probably has outlier. He does not. Interesting. 123 K per nine. 101 K per hit per nine. 123. 101 K per nine. Walk per nine. 91. Home run rate. Doesn't matter. Pitching clutch is 125. He's a gross card. Who's also going to be disgustingly cheap. Chris Sale, also disgustingly cheap. He's filthy. Slider, four-seam circle change, and a sinker. Numbers, okay, but he's going to be gross regardless because that arm angle, hit per nine, walk per nine are adequate. He'll fit in pretty nicely into a pin. Next up, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, four-seam splitter, cutter, sinker. Again, numbers at a 96, kind of baseline, but again, you'll probably see him a lot, and he's going to be disgustingly cheap, so there's that. Also, we got Gleyber Torres, 104, 88, 120, 100 for the second baseman there. A lot of people like his swing. Julio, I shouldn't be an all-star Rodriguez, 92, 80, 92, 103. He's in speed, good enough fielding, but he should not be an all-star. Last but not least here, I'm guessing Fernando Tatis Jr., 99.95, 83.80. Good arm to play right field for you. Decent enough speed out there. Could be a lot worse. Robert Suarez here. Four-seam sinker, circle change cutter. Very good numbers there, I would say. He's got 4 pitches. Could probably fit in a bullpen again. Going to be very, very cheap. So these are all the packs there. Take a look at that. There is some June Spotlight stuff here as well. They have unloaded the content. Brandon Woodruff returns, striking out 8 batters in his first start since 2023. Four-seam sinker, cutter, circle change, and a sweeper. Again, 97s, okay numbers there if you pull him. Wouldn't be the worst thing in your bullpen. Next up, Willie Adames, 100, 110, 100, 103, 96. Led shortstop, homers, RBIs, and WRC plus. Pretty snazzy little card here. Next up is a Teoscar card. Collects 1,000th career knock and home triumph. There you go, 95, 97, 90, 109, 115. Not too shabby of a card for Teoscar. Matt Straw gets 182, 93, 87 for Cubs celebrate 10th inning victory. Next up, Colby Thomas gets his first hit run one day after game saving throw. 98, 91, 101, 85. Clutch 102, and these cards are 95, so we're seeing him kind of jump up. The new headliner, 96, Billy Williams. 102, 91, 123, 84. Was their second half, Billy Williams. He could stick somewhere in there. And then the chase card. Oh, is Ketel Marte the chase card? Ketel Marte is the chase card, but we already talked about it. We talked about it. So there's all that. Make sure you get all that stuff. That's only part 1, children. Part 2. Let's talk about, do we want to go to the collections? You know what? Let's start with everything else. Let's get the program out of the way. The weekly homework assignment, the June Spotlight to get, what's it? Harrison Barter. First card up, Colson Montgomery, 95, 100, 105, 92, 94, respectively for the shortstop and top prospect of the Chicago White Sox. Next up, we have Wilmer Abreu, first inside the park home run grand slam. Wait, what? First since 50th inside the park home run and grand slam in a single game. 91, 106, 81, 72. Good defense out there, also a 95. And last but not in the pack, of course, which we went over. And last but certainly not least, Addison Barger batted 421 and drove in 9 RBIs in the first 6 games. 113, 111, 90, 75 for the right fielder, third baseman, and left fielder. Good fielding, good arm. Might be a budget guy to stick out there. Again, to your homework assignment, there's some moments. This is way easier now. You can get it done fairly quickly. With these, there's some actual, it's total bases and extra base hits with Adele, and then there's an extreme moment, hit 3 home runs with Matt Fish. So I always say try. All right, that is that. Now let's get into the stuff that I think matters, I guess. Let's go to Team Infinity, because this is where all the fun's going to begin, and we will show you how to get your All-Star stuff. So let's talk. Let's just do the Angels. So the way this is going to go, we go into my journey here, and you see this little thing, and it says collect your All-Star voucher. So what we're going to do is we have it. We're going to collect it. Bada bing, bada boom. Wait, hold on. Bada bing, bada boom. I now have one Yusei Kikuchi. There you go. It's that simple. Just do that to all 3 teams, and you're going to get it. So, again, to get it, just make sure you do your color rush, your color storm thing. It won't take too terribly long to do. It takes about 45 minutes, but just knock those out as you go. Again, we don't need anything right away. If you do, you got that much of a head start, but you get one for free with that voucher. So, if there's something that you really, really want, you can totally get it. So now let's talk about these All-Star cards and sort of see where we're going. Edwin, some of these this is everything. This isn't necessarily your, this stuff. There are some collections. Like, you get 5 All-Star packs, 15 you get a Josh Hader. There's stuff scattered all over the place. Like, I think for him, his is just a mission earn him. I think some of these guys, these are these. I really wish. Hold on. Hang on. Can we just look from here? I'm just curious. Is there an easier way to do that than looking? Oh, I can. Okay, we can just do it that way. All right, so let's just go down the list here and talk about the All-Star cards instead of going through there. So we'll just go start with the Yankees since we're right here. Yankees, again, I thought I had it. I guess I don't. I got to do the whatever. Max Fried's their All-Star card nonetheless. Cutter, sinker, curves, four-seam, and a sweeper. 100, 101 hit stamina. K per 9 is 79. Hit per 9 is 87. Clutch is 106. Control, velocity, etc., etc. All pretty effing. All good. Not too shabby. I like Max Fried card, so hopefully he goes pretty well. Sliding over here. We're just gonna go. So we're good. You know what? We're just gonna do it through the thing. It'll be easier, and then we can see all of them because we have to see all of them anyway. I think they're all there. Let's just start from the bottom. Edwin Diaz here, the 95. 3 pitches, 4-seam slider, and a 2-seamer. You earn him, I guess. I wish he had another pitch, but could be worse. Jonathan Aranda here, 125, 98, 118, 60 for the All-Star from the Tampa Bay Rays there. So, not too shabby, but hey, could be better. Next up, Joe Ryan from the Twins. Joe Ryan's got a full pitch arsenal here. 4-seamer, splitter, sweeper, sinker, slider. 101 on the hit per 9. And clutch is 100. Walk per 9 is 97. K per 9 is 85. I think he'll be okay-ish, I guess. It's hard with pitchers sometimes. I think he'll fit fine. Riley Green, the left fielder, 119, 125, 96, 84 versus right and left respectively. Can play all 3 outfield spots. Fairly decent out there, but left field will be definitely his spot. Steven, who also I don't think should be an all-star quad. 120, 80, 103, 52. Vision's up there, clutch is up there, good fielding, not so much speed. Again, don't think he should be an all-star, but here we are. I digress. Kate Smith from the good old White Sox here, the starter. 4-seam, circle change, slider, curve, and a sinker. Numbers all around except for pitching clutch. Oh, lordy. But he is their representative, as all teams get one. Matthew Boyd, the free Cubs one you can get here. 90 4-seam, circle change, slider, curve, and a sinker. Probably get a pitch to contact. Walk per 9's pretty good there. Stamina's okay. Not going to be striking a ton of people out, but they are also captains. Look at that. I don't care about this because it will just anger me. So there you go. Not too shabby there. His clutch is a little bit low, but big deal. Alex Bergman here. 100, 109, 125, 77 for the Red Sox. They can play short, second as well. Pretty good. I like his swing a lot, so I'm sure people get play out of it. We talked about Robert Torres there in the pack. Alondro Kirk, 106, 78, 116, 64. Clutch 103 for the catcher. Pretty, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Ron Hearns from the Orioles, 121 to 94, 75. He too just got a Player of the Month card, so this will be a little bit of an upgrade for him. Been doing pretty well. Ellie De La Cruz, 100, 105, 101, 192. Finally, the 5-2 players are going to get really good cards, so make sure you get your Reds one because Ellie's going to be a card you're going to want to have. Jeremy Pena, 104, 81, 112, 90 for Jeremy Pena. Really good speed, decent enough fielding. Could be pretty decent card there as well. Jacob Wilson, who I'm kind of intrigued by, 113, 78, 125, 81. Can play shortstop only. Been pretty good for the A's here. Card seems fun. Jacob deGrom, he actually got pulled off. I think because he's pitching. 4-seam slider, circle change, slurve, and a 2-seamer. He could be an interesting one you get for free, but numbers aren't really there where we normally see him. But again, if you earn him, fantastic. Talked about Yamamoto through the thing. Freddie Freeman, 125, 86, 192 versus right left, respectively. Power's a little bit low, but hey, you need a first baseman. He's your guy. Talked about Torres there. Zacharias Wheeler. Zach Wheeler here. 4-seam sinker, sweeper, cutter, and a splitter. Pretty good card here. I do say so myself for being free. 101, 103 the hit per 9, pitching clutch 106. Pretty disgusting card. Also equally disgusting is probably this guy. Paul Skeens, 4-seam splitter, sweeper, Vulcan change, and a sinker. Arguably a little bit better. Stamina and hit per 9 over 100. Pitching clutch a little bit higher. I wish the K per 9 was higher, but he's going to be a decent card as well. Talked about Max Fried. Chris Pubik, 4-seam sweeper, circle change slider, sinker. 102 hit per 9. Been pretty good the first half. I wish the card was a little bit beefier, but hey, do what we got to do. Julio, we talked about. Big Meat Pete here, 114, 105, 190, 102. For Pete Alonso here is your first baseman. Could be a lot worse, but could be better. Brendan Donovan is all-star here, 125, 90, 185. Clutch is 110. This card can play everywhere. Might actually be decent, dare I say. Could be. Or not. Who knows? He plays second base. I feel like I don't have a good second. Brandon Lau could also be that guy. Good lord. 120, 117. 80, 102 for Brandon. I hit Ingers Lau. Good sweet. You say who you saw us collect. Slider, four-seam, circle change, curve, and a sinker for the Angels. Not too bad. The numbers are a little bit lackey, but hey, we'll throw him in there and see how he does, I guess, along the way. Logan Webb, he's from the Showdown. Sinker, sweeper, changeup, cutter, and a four-seam for Logan Webb. Pretty good card here. MIO. Pitch mix is what's going to make him. Eugenio Suarez, I think he is... Oh, he's just an all-star. 103, 117, 81, 125 for Eugenio here. He's going to be a big bat. Can kind of play defense. Could be a lot worse if you need a budget third baseman. Rondi, we talked about. Freddie Peralta here, four-seam, circle change, curve, and a slider. Hit per 9 is 106. Pitching clutch is 125. Not the biggest fan of Freddie Peralta cards, but you never know what will happen here. Jason Adam gets a card as well. He is the team affinity choice here. 5 pitch mix here. Slider, circle change, four-seam, sweeper, and a cutter for good old Jason Adams. Pretty good here. Hit per 9, K per 9 over 100, 125 clutch. He's going to be a snazzy-dazzy little guy. Robbie Ray here from the Giants. Four-seam slider, knuckle curve, and a circle change. 101, 106, 120 on the pitching clutch as well. Not too shabby. For good old Robbie Ray. I think it's pretty good. Mackenzie Gore. Four-seam, curve, slider, circle change, cutter. 104, 102, hit per 9 in stamina. Not too bad there as well. Kyle Stowers got a beefy card earlier, so this is sort of the equal to him. 102, 118, 118, 70 for Kyle Stowers, the Miami Marlins contender. Having a pretty good year. Can play a little bit everywhere. Probably not the worst card to sneak in. Matt Olson from the Braves. Good. Hello. 100, 101 versus right. 110, 95 versus left. Only play first base. Decent enough fielding, so could be a lot worse, but a decent Matty O card. Andres Munoz here. Munoz. Slider, four-seam, sinker, circle change for him. Good hit per 9, good K per 9, pitching clutch. Every number I like, probably going to be a lot of people's pen. Brian Wu here as well. I like him. Four-seam, sinker, slider, circle change, sweeper. Not too shabadocious there. Hunter Goodwin from the Rockies. 110, 97, 98, 104. Can play catcher, first in the corner outfield spot, so he's got some versatility. Manny Machado we talked about him. We didn't talk about Josh Hader yet. Josh Hader, a two-seam slider, circle change. 3 pitches, hit per 9, K per 9, pretty good. Clutch is good as well. Not too bad for 11. Vladdy from the Diamond Quest. He's expensive, Jesus. 97, 86, 125, 90 for Vladdy, who's your first baseman, third baseman. Again, you get him for free by doing Diamond Quest, so don't pay this price. Just grind Diamond Quest. Javi Baez is also from Diamond Quest here as well. He brings you 104, 102, 125, 90 from him, and he can play first base and basically every infield spot by his catcher at first base. Talks about all these guys. Garrett Crochet, we'll just jump in here. Four-seam, sinker, cutter, sweeper, circle change for the Boston Ace. Pretty good here. See him a lot, especially as a 99. He's going to be, or 98. He's going to be around for a minute. Scuba, we talked about all of these guys. Until we talked about Jose Ramirez. Jose, 103, 102, 125, 80 for Jose. Hopefully these will bring the price of Live Series down. Pretty good there as well. Aaron Judge, hello, beautiful. 120, 105, 113, 125, 110 discipline. Clutches 113. He's a gross 99. And last but not least, Shohei, the only hitter. He only hits here. Ohtani. 102, 125, 107, 100. Good speed across the board. He's going to be gross. And again, you collect him. You collect 50 of the cards to get him, 55 to get Aaron Judge. Again, it's a marathon, not a sprint, so don't worry if you don't get him right away. And to talk about the team affinity stuff, you can also collect him here as well to get them. You don't have to necessarily go through that, so this makes things a little bit easier. Remember June Retro Lightning, all that stuff. These are all new, so make sure you get all of those in there as well. Okay, 20 minutes. Did we miss anything? Let's see here. Single player modes. There, like I said, a new Diamond Quest here. For the All-Star cards, you make sure you get your hands on those. There's a new mini season here as well. I thought, did I see it? Yes, Midsummer Classic to get Kyle Schwarber. Let's take a look at these missions here. You get a lot of packs for five wins. Some packs. Edwin Diaz, or some of the cards we saw, some premier packs, headliner, show packs, deluxe, all this. And 85 plus. Do you get it once? Hang on. That's interesting. If it's repeatable, there's a new way to grind, boys. 110 for an all-star deluxe pack. Ballin'. And then Kyle Schwarber, who we don't have because no one's discovered him yet. So there's some good stuff in there. I suggest doing that as well. It looks like that's the bulk of it for now. So there's plenty of stuff to do. Make sure you get your hands on it because there's a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. Could have probably gotten it a little bit more in depth. We might do another video to get yourself a more in-depth look into things, but there's a lot to do, and it's only just the tip of the iceberg, like I said. It's going to be going on through Tuesday, so make sure you're locked in because we got stuff coming basically from today onward. Tomorrow's, I think, the one day we're not going to get anything, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so late night draft stuff, so keep an eye out for that. Let me look. Actually, I didn't look. Was there any conquest? I didn't even. I probably no. Okay, cool. So all that being said, my name is Six. Enjoy the All-Star Weekend. There's plenty of stuff to do. Make sure you lock in and get ready because this has just begun, my friends. And I will see you guys all in the next one.